Hello, I am Spacer J, and welcome back to my playthrough of Civilization 4 Final Frontier Plus. And now, we resolve last episode's dramatic cliffhanger. Will this scout ship survive at the hands of this pirate invasion ship, or will he perish? Here we go! Well, no, the scout ship did not survive. Well, that answers our cliffhanger and ends the video. Just kidding, there's much more going on here. I'm getting ready to expand out. I want to do a lot of expansion this episode. I do have incoming pirates to worry about as well. And I think I better create a nice, strong escort to go with this colony ship. Some ships are needed to defend the home system, after all. And sending all my military out to escort that colony ship isn't a good decision. And also, we'll keep exploring here. We've got some ships out and about. And as noted earlier, I've got invading pirates. But besides colony ships, I also need to get some construction ships up and running as well. So in the hammer, I'll go ahead and build one. I don't know if he's strong enough to take him on. The odds are decent, but not as decent as I'd like. On second thought, maybe I will try it. And it will. Excellent. Okay, that seems a bit long. We'll go the other way. And more pirates still. Hopefully this wreckage will give something good. That's not so good. Well, he's in the asteroids. He stands a good chance of surviving. Especially because he wasn't attacked. That works. I'll take it. Alright, new destroyer here. And that's got enough for a promotion. And back across the radiation. Curious why that destroyer did not attack, but I'm not complaining. This one's got enough for more promotions. I think I'll go for that promotion. It's a withdrawal chance, meaning if he's losing, he has a chance of pulling back from the battle. It's not all or nothing. Also gives a first strike chance, also good. And those seem to have been enough to carry the day there, despite its damaged state. Alright, now what's the one I'm looking for? I want to settle that one. I want to go for the cattle planet, get a good health resource lined up, and probably settle that planetary system at some point too. Okay, didn't mean to click on that. a few more pirate ships. 4 to be precise, and they're all converging towards the forge. Which, if you're trying to move colony ships out, is not optimal, to say the least. I may just be better waiting this out on defense. Well, that wasn't a great exchange. Won one and lost one. A lot of money. Kinda want to do that right now. Alright, I've got my new tech. Synthetic composites gives me the nutrition facility. Increases the food of a planet that it's built on. And a star fortress, a defensive improvement. And a new civic, technocracy. It's a good civic, and I probably will adopt it at some point, but not just yet. I gotta try for some stronger ships here. We'll go for shield generation. This will give us cruisers. I'll have to kill one of these. Directly to the north, probably one against long odds, but he's damaged. Probably isn't all that much of a threat. And still flanked by some more coming. Probably going to have to hold my ground for the time being. Extra city defense promotion for that ship. Despite their promotions, I'm not confident of these planetary defense ships winning in field combat, and colony ships, fairly precious cargo. Serviceable equipment and parts. Alright, looks like there's a couple of free promotions out of that. Interplanetary beacon and the Anvil. Let's go for the economy. Maglev network. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. I'm seeing all the AI factions build cities left and right, and I'm kind of stuck at the moment. I've got pirates doing their best to flank the forge. You can see a third one coming from the west. And I just have to play the waiting game right now. It's slightly frustrating. They're not even attacking, they're just prolonging my wait. And now we have another destroyer coming in from the northeast. So wait some more. No free techs. Sorry, not sorry. Probably best to wait that out. Well, we're going to have to play some offense here. The invasion ships do pose a threat if they're allowed to attack the city. One down, but that's really all I think I can attack right now. Anything else left out on the field is vulnerable to that destroyer. And I think that Paradise Scout ship will lead me to that wreckage. Sure enough. Maybe I can get that destroyer home and have it help clear the traffic around the forge. Still not clear yet. There's one more ship to get rid of. Alright, good deal. Again, that's a lot of money. I don't think I want to do that. And there's nothing else to trade, really. Alright, extra strength promotion for that destroyer. And I think, finally, I can travel. Sent a nice little escort, destroyer, and a couple of planetary defense ships. Okay, there was combat there. I wasn't even aware there was a ship sneaking up there. Let's turn that on. That helps reveal enemy ships on the map. Fortunately, my defense is 1. But it would have been more helpful if I knew it was there. I kind of was unaware of its presence. I just wasn't too observant, but that little icon I clicked there on the map should help out with that. Plus, so does pulling up the event log. As the pirates grow more numerous, I'm gonna have to check on these frequently. And I seem to have lost the cattle planet again. That's the spices planet. We'll settle that too, but I want that one first. Ready just in time. Fortunately, it looks like the defense ship had other things that it'd rather be doing. It's tempting to take that, but I think I need to secure those other planetary systems. Or at the very least provide some military help to secure that, which I already have. The pirates are beginning to swarm a bit. and it's an all hands on deck kind of situation. We'll just keep this line going here. A couple defense ships, a destroyer for strength and mobility. A nice 3-ship escort for any planetary colony ship. Probably stand pat there. I only have a slight advantage against that destroyer in the field. And Spice's plant is occupied at the moment. We shall certainly have to remove that destroyer at some point. Slowly inching along towards the construction ship. Alrighty, that's the Astrotech unique unit, the missile frigate. It's a weaker destroyer, strength-wise, but it does get better strength bonuses against squadrons and missiles. But at this point in the game where that's your strongest ship offense-wise, I would think that would put you at a bit of a disadvantage. And that does not look so friendly. And I'm getting a little concerned about my money here. So we'll have to lower our expenditure just a bit. Lower science expenditures and raise taxes a bit. Alright, I know this is the spices plant, not the cattle plant, but since it's right there, let's just go ahead and claim that now. We still want the cattle plant though, so that'll be coming in time. So our next city, the Bellows. Okay, decent planetary system, 6 planets. Now that planet's the one that has the spices on it. Okay, planetary systems with resources. Only one of the planets actually has the resource, but more on that later maybe. This scout's still in a perilous situation. He's kind of flanked there. Only way out is to go back east, it looks like. Alright, I think things are stable enough here that I can send out the next settler convoy. The area around the forge is reasonably clear. I think I have ample time to get another destroyer up. Yep, there's that food penalty of the forge kicking in once again. 108 turns for the bellows to go from size 1 to size 2. That second citizen really makes a lot of difference. And there's our first construction ship of many. Now these will be the backbone of the Empire despite being non-combatants. They build the roads, they build the extraction facilities, and they're the only unit that can build the powerful starbase units. Vitally important, the thriving Empire and Final Frontier absolutely cannot do without them. I think I will send that destroyer up to the cattle planets. Make sure that's good to go. This invasion ship's really chasing that scout around. It's kind of weird, some of the pirate ships are just ignoring my explorers, and that one really seems to want to hunt him down. I think I'll plan on the starbase right there. It gets me gold and it gets me that hydrogen to the north. This is why I lowered my expenses a bit. Building starbases costs money, and I don't have a whole lot of it at the moment. I certainly have enough for a starbase, but given my economic deficit, I have to plan a little better. So we'll get the starbase construction going, and we'll put that destroyer on sentry to watch out for any enemy units. Alright, looks like nothing's occupying the cattle planetary system. That's a good thing. Alright, looks like I've found the southern edge of the galaxy there. maybe we'll explore around a bit. Looks like there's some asteroids immediately to the east of it, so there could be the possibility of some good resources there. Although I don't want to stray too far just in case someone tries to occupy it. And there's our next civilization contact, the Avowers of Knowledge. Peace in our time. No idea where he is at the moment, though. Though a scout ship up there would suggest that his empire's not terribly far away from mine, possibly. Although it's been 222 turns, you can go a lot of distance in 220 some turns. As civilizations go, I think there's only one left to contact. Again, awfully tempting to try to get that wreckage, but this is a point where I really don't want to spawn any more barbarian destroyers. That would make trying to claim the planet difficult at best. Only one of the colony ship's escorts can really take on other destroyers in the field. Bit of a non-straight route. I'm going to have to navigate around that black hole there. Things that will only prolong the journey. Alright, got our next colony ship ready to go. I think perhaps at this point in time we'll prepare for the arrival of the cruiser unit by getting a capital shipyard ready to go. And right to the northwest of the cattle planetary system is an inhabited solar system. No resources, but maybe the alien race will be happy to give me something useful, like money. My economy is hemorrhaging money. $141 credits. That's pretty good. Need every last credit I can soak up at this point. Fortunately, the forge growing will help alleviate a little of the economic burden, but obviously it's not going to solve it. Something else is needed. Purely economic builds, like the banking system, but we're not to that point yet. We don't have that tech. Okay, not great odds there. We'll not risk it. Good enough now, though, I think. Heal up enough damage to make combat a more viable option, and he won for it. So let's have a look at the Forge now. The Forge has actually become unhealthy. Its unhealthiness exceeds its health rating. Every new population point comes with an unhealthiness point and an unhappiness point. So we've roughly reached our happiness cap, and we've already exceeded the health cap. Unhealthiness will slow down your system's growth, but won't take away any production or anything. Unhappiness is different. It'll slow down production and growth, so you want to avoid unhappy citizens wherever possible. But problems with unhealthiness and unhappiness can be alleviated, both with city improvements and with resources. That destroyer is starting to get pretty decorated. 4 promotions and not too far away from a 5th. But hey, the more promoted they are, the harder they are to kill. So we finally weaved our way through the field of obstacles to empty space, and the cattle planetary system is not too far away. Meanwhile, back at the Forge, our next settler party is almost ready. And I lost a scout somewhere. Ah, and there you see the cruiser unit. That's what I'm knocking on the door upon, tech-wise. As you can see, it's the strongest unit to date. It'll beat out just about everything else in the field at this point. Medium strength ship, medium expense to build. And once I get that tech, it'll become the backbone of my military, at least until better ships come along. I don't quite want to send all that. Bit of a mistake there, but fortunately I don't think I'll pay for it. Let's just send you back. You as well. And you as well. Still 3 decent defenders. I could attack that ship quite easily, but I would be better served defending. And here we are. The torch. Another 6 planetary system. And alright, the torch is built right on the cattle resource, and there's the unique improvement to the system for that resource. Looks like in this case, the ranch increases the population limit of the planet it's on by 1, and also adds an extra hammer for production and an extra culture point. And now I feel free to claim this wreckage part, guarded by the planetary defense ship, and get serviceable equipment and parts. Now those guys will be headed up to that planetary system. Fortunately, it's a little closer to home than the cattle planet. Frankly, I don't know if that's expansion I can really afford right now. But you do want to keep the AI away from your capital. Give it a little buffer of sorts. I mean, the economic difficulties might drain you in the short run, but ultimately, you do want to grab as much real estate as you can. 5 cities is not a particularly large base from which to build a powerful empire. Somehow I completely forgot about that one. Just right southwest of my capital. And there you go, there is our first starbase. It's the strongest unit in the game, but it's stationary, it cannot move. But as you can see, it claims 2 squares of territory in every direction. And one of its benefits, it can take shots at hostile units. It's a very good unit that you really don't want to do without. Claims territory, claims resources, and is a great defensive unit. Help give you some defense on the frontier. Or a planetary system if you build it close enough to one. I think there's like a 2 or 3 square restriction for that, I'm not quite sure, but... If it's a really hostile situation, you can build them right around your planets to help fend off pirates or a hostile civ or whoever might be threatening you. Generally, it's best though for claiming territory and resources far outside the scope of a planetary system. Alright, the Anvil's got a threat it needs to dispatch. And that's got some resources right nearby. Crystals and water. A health resource and a happiness resource. That's pretty good. We need both of those. So we finally got shield generation. Gives us the all-important cruiser units. Advocate of power if I was first to it. And this particular Civic, which no, I'm not interested in. And, okay, I'm in trouble here. I need banking systems right away, but it doesn't seem to be available just yet. That's the cheapest thing, and I think that's a stepping stone to it, so we'll have to go for it. And I'm already getting pretty low on money here. So we'll send this construction ship out to claim those resources up to the northeast. Yeah, that's really not good. That's not sustainable. So something's gonna have to give there. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix that. Let's hope there's some money waiting here. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's enough to allow me to build a starbase. Okay, I have to take this deal. It's only a little bit of money, and it's gonna save me a lot of time. So, galactic epistemology, that gets me the habitation system, increases the population limit for the planets on by 1, and the university. Extra culture and 25% science, and there's a wonder that someone already built. Democracy, good civic, can't adopt it now. And I need to get that one, domestic development, banking system, must have. Want to sell that planetary system too, right southwest of the Forge. But I'm really not sure when I'll get to that. Sorry, no free tech. If you have something to trade, well, you don't have anything to trade. Okay, go away. And there's our final contact right up here. This is Halus Plan State, Kanji Takeno. Looks like he's pretty close to where I am too. He's right in my neighborhood. And already has 5 cities. It's getting a little busy around the hammer here. Let's see if we can get our planetary siege unit some fighting experience. Alright, bit of a gamble, and it paid off. Keep that destroyer active each turn so that I might see anything that could be coming up upon the system. Alright, another destroyer. He's a little beat up. Let's have this destroyer rest a bit. I've still got one more up there that can explore around a bit. I am a little concerned about building that city right now. That might just plunge my deficit way down further. That destroyer barely won its battle. Alright, first cruiser. We are going to need more construction ships here. Fortunately, no one seems to be particularly interested in that planet to the southwest of the Forge. And just spawn another destroyer. This one's a coin flip. And one that was not my favorite. Alright, that's going to eat up most of my money, but it needs to be done. But that leaves me with a not insignificantly low treasury. Yeah, that's not very good. 200 turns to banking systems. And not near enough money to get it. There's the Brotherhood's capital, Phyrus. Right at the southern edge of the galaxy. Second most powerful civilization, that's a good thing. Well, this will help out a bit when it's done, the maglev network. But we also need to start connecting things up. That will be one thing that will alleviate the economic burden a bit once these cities start getting connected. They can trade with each other, and that will generate commerce. And you connect your systems through that improvement there, the warp lane. Alright, I'm gonna shop around a bit here. Hopefully there's something someone has to trade. Or hey, maybe he'll give me money for free. Sometimes they do that if they like you. And apparently he likes me. So, I just got 100 free credits for nothing. That didn't go well. Alright, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. He still has nothing. I already checked a handful of turns ago. But hey, my pal Hector Alvarez is helping stave off bankruptcy. Let's just go ahead and build this. Okay, fortunately that didn't add too much to the deficit. And there's the mold. Let's get the maglev network first, I think. Anything to help out the economic situation. Okay, maybe not go there. Okay, that is starting to get mildly annoying. Every time a hostile unit is in proximity of your construction ship, it'll interrupt the construction ship's orders so that it might flee. I mean, it's a nice mechanic to have. It keeps your workers from getting ambushed. But when it's got defensive units sitting on it, keeping it protected, and you have to keep restoring its build orders every turn, it gets mildly annoying. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of an annoyance. Like I said, it's preferable to losing the construction ship because you weren't aware something was getting ready to kill it until it was too late. It's getting a little busy around the forge here. And he could be in danger. I think we'll use the siege unit for that. Still leaves one to be killed around there, but hopefully the defenses can take care of that. Strangely, they did not attack. We'll give the planetary siege unit the city attack promotion. It is what they're best at. Someday it might be used to oust a hostile civ from a nearby planetary system. Okay, I think he's gone about as far as he can go that way. So let's just send the scout west. So there's been a lot of new cities founded in the turns here. And that's why I'm trying to rapidly expand as well. There's not a whole lot of planetary systems available, and they are filling up quickly. Even if it means I have dug myself something of an economic hole that's difficult to get out of. And to connect up my plants, I will have to build warp lanes across unoccupied space here. Space that's ripe for pirates to spawn in. So I do have to be a little careful about how I do that. Each construction ship does need a good escort or two with it. This has its next promotion ready. Let's give it a first strike capability. Upgraded shields. Looks like something else is there. Something else interested in keeping a watch on that planetary system. Let's try to get this ship some experience. Even if it died on offense, they're pretty easy to replace. Like, really, it only takes one turn out of the forge here to build a new planetary defense ship. Literally a dime a dozen. So Lucas is the one who has eyes on that system. Little far away for him, but I wouldn't put it past them to try to send a colony ship up there, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, third citizen in the anvil, but that didn't quite give us the boost that I was looking for. We may have to do that for more than one planetary system here, just switch the production to research. It might be the only way to get out of my research hole. It did cut the turns down to 87 from whatever it was, 150 or something close to that. But it's a trade-off. If you do that, it's taking away from buildings and units that the planetary system could build. Alright, second starbase up. That's a good thing. Looks like Hector also has eyes on that planetary system too. Well, I think that's good for a video here. I've played quite a while, I've actually lost track of time, but I've built plenty, but I'm in a bit of an economic hole here, so thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. See you next time.